Business models really matter, and one of the great challenges for a lot of people is that they don't really think about the business model that they're in. They get all anxious about someone else's business model because they look so much more successful than what they are. What you've got to realize is that every business model brings with it its own issues. Now, recently I was working with an agent, and one of the key things that I identified, he said, Josh, I'm so excited. I've got me and I've got my wife and I've got literally an admin person inside of my business, and it's such a great business. I'm like, yeah, but who lists property when you go on holidays? And who sells property when you go on holidays? Because I'm assuming that your wife goes with you on holidays. Is that true? And he's like, well, yeah. I'm like, so what happens? He goes, well, I never go on holidays because we can't. I'm like, welcome to the trap of being in a tiny micro business because you're in a position that you don't have anyone who can actually properly list and sell on the inside of your business. Oh, but Josh, I've just got this young guy and he's 17 and he's going to be great and soon he's going to get his real estate license and he'll be able to do some of the buyer work. I'm like, man, he's not 18 yet. He's not licensed yet. He can't do any of those things. He's not going to be listing beautiful $2, $3, $4 million properties quite yet. And that's why it's a really important thing to understand the model that you're going for. He said to me, Joshua, what do I do? I said, I'd like you to go and employ a full-time salesperson who's actually got the ability to be able to prospect, list and sell and manage existing campaigns. So that way you can actually get some holiday relief. Outside of that, we actually see other agencies that are in a position that they have built really significant teams. So we've got a lead agent, we've got a head of operations, and then we've got a salesperson 1, 2, and 3 that are added to that team that prospect, list, and sell. Now with that, it's really good, but that central operations person is absolutely essential to make sure that that business really goes to run at its absolute best. This is about keeping our leading agent out there prospecting, listing, and selling, setting the vision for the team, and then having an operational person that looks after that customer experience, the admin, what's actually going on in terms of our compliance, and making sure that we've got exceptional property marketing and getting properties ready. The other agents underneath are not just buyer's agents. They're actually people that are in a position that they prospect, list, and sell. And if you can get someone on the inside of your team that can list more than just you, then you're actually starting to de-risk the business of a key person. This is really what the skill is of being a great business leader, is identifying what business models exist inside of your existing business today and actually giving people an understanding of what the upsides are and the downsides of each business model. The greatest mistake that people make is when they look at someone else's business and think it's heaps better than theirs, but they don't realize the difference in the cost structure or the business model that that particular person's running. Be careful who you compare yourself to because you don't really know what's going on the inside of that business. And actually understand you've got to choose the business model that you want, and it brings with it its own set of issues.